Hi there. Dr. Gary here on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. We are dental practice brokers and we're in 22 states. Today's topic is buyer or dental buyer of a dental practice makes huge mistake in selecting the right dental practice. Okay? We'll get into that. As you know, we are now doing this for how long? 14 years. I was a dentist for 25 years and happy to keep working. We have no plans on retirement anytime soon. It'll be a long time, just not retiring. So we have now 14 years, 22 states we're in, just opened up Ohio, Louisiana, Alabama. And then we have 10 employees, including 2 CPA accountants. So we got a great team for you. We're working 363 days a year, and all for you. We only take off Christmas and Easter. So please give us a call sometime. Hope this got the air on here. Hope it's not too loud for you. Please give us a ring sometime. Be happy to chat with you. Everything you're about to hear is for entertainment purposes. It's not legal or business advice. All right? Our phone number is 201-663-0935. And our website is dentalpracticeguide.com or nationwide dentalpracticebrokers.com. So please give us a call. Let's have a chat, and we'll be happy to talk to you. Now, if you're thinking about selling to one of the DSOs, definitely call us first because we work with all of them. We know who's hot, who's not, who's having trouble well before it's publicized, who's having financial trouble, a lot of information, okay? There's information we find out about well before the public does. For example, there's a big DSO now who's losing their employees, and the reason they're losing their employees is that financially they're having trouble. So please give me a ring and we could talk to you about that a little bit more. All right? So when we work with the DSLs, we know who the best are. We don't work for them, but they will often pay our commission. And so you as the seller generally do not have a commission when we bring on a DSO. Also, as a bonus, we sell to the various DSOs, and it's nationwide. So please give us a call, and we can get into more details with you about that. Okay? When you work with us, also, we'll get your legal fees reimbursed at closing. And we've done that multiple times. So call us and we'll explain how that program works. It's worked out quite well for quite a few doctors. All right, so let's get into what we have now. We are, excuse me, I'm just passing this. These are boats here that were from Hurricane Sandy. They're still around. Well, now finally they called up a dumpster company and they're taking them apart. They've been around for like 20 years. It looks like, well, not 20, it should be about 10, 11 years. So anyway, this doctor's making a big mistake. And the mistake is this. They want to buy a very small practice, 100, 150, maybe 200,000, but more like 100 to 150, because they fear they don't want to take a lot of risk. And I'm telling them, it's probably more risk in a $100,000 practice because it doesn't cash flow enough to pay the rent, staff, mortgage. It doesn't pay. You don't want a $100,000 practice unless you're rolling another office into it. It doesn't make sense. You should just relax and get a practice that the bank will finance for you. Go to the bank. I sent her to a couple of banks. I said, find out what the bank will finance first. Because they was afraid. I guess they had maybe a credit issue or something like that. But, banks can look over that or figure out what it is. And they're afraid. They are afraid that they cannot make it by an expensive practice, and they want low risk. But that's all wrong. It's not the way you look at it. You get pre-approved from the bank for X number of dollars. Your chances of success rate are and will remain 99.75%. As long as you don't do something foolish, like fire the staff on the same day, or if it's a PPO practice mostly, and you try to change it to fee-for-service overnight, not a wise move. So try to stay away from that. But there's doctors that try to do that. You don't want to do that. But besides those facts, you're not going to fail. It's just not happening. You're going to do fantastic. It's going to do great. And the statistics prove it. It's not me just pumping you up. It's what the statistics will prove. All right? And you will do very well. So the proper thing to do in circumstances like this, instead of trying to be lower risk by buying an inexpensive practice, your overhead is going to be very high. You're not going to be making enough money to pay for that $100,000 practice, because the rent's probably up there, $2,000-$3,000 rent. All of a sudden you're at 20-30% of your income for rent. Doesn't cash flow. So forget about buying a practice that cheap, unless it's a rollover, unless you're taking another practice, so you had a fire in your practice and you're rolling into this one because you just need the facility. That's a different story, because you'll have an immediate patient load. But that's not it. So what I've done is I've directed this doctor to another, to one of the banks. The banks will pre-approve, and now the doctor at least will know what they're capable of. They can buy $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 practice. All right. So that's it. If you like what you're hearing, hit the subscribe button. As you know, we don't, on these show, we don't do a lot of editing. This is all raw data. We don't have time to edit, blue screens, go back to the studio. Forget it. There's no time for it, because there's always new information we want to pump out. We're over 500. I think we'll be on 500 YouTube videos now. So just don't have the time to edit and do all those things. But if you want that, there's a few people out there that have the fancy suits and all. I guess you can go listen to them. But we try to give you raw data as it's happening and as it's breaking. So that's kind of where it's at. So if you want that information, we're the spot for you. All right. I just got the call from this doctor minutes ago. And we're trying to give it to you live right now, as I'm trying to park also. But we got a great beach day. I'm hitting the beach. Hope you're having fun out there. We're working throughout the July 4th weekend. And give us a call. We're at the beach all the time when we can in the summer, but we work remotely 363 days a year. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye now.